Lewis in the Black Horse Pub. Good morning. Welcome to Mirador Television, broadcasting from the Black Horse Pub in Lewes, East Suffolk, on the 27th of February 2024. I'm Keith Hayes, and we're in for a couple of hours of general chat, a bit of this and a bit of that. So dip in, dip out, don't dip in, don't dip out. Join us. Welcome, anyway. And let's look at the weather first, shall we? That's what we will do. So far, it's very nice. 8 degrees. It's actually only 2 degrees outside. It's cool enough. It's going to reach 8 degrees today, but it's going to struggle to do that until about noon, and not going to get much warmer. So it will stay at about 8 until tea time, and then it starts to drift away again until this evening. It'll go down to 6 o'clock. 6 degrees. And there's a light wind, bit of cloud around, so there'll be sunny intervals. When they are sunny, they are sunny. They are nice. Let's just remind you about the social calendar at the White Hart. If we can make things work. First of all, we've got a pub quiz every second Sunday of the month, starting at 8 o'clock. And very popular it is too. Each Saturday we have the Six Nations. I was here for the English game against Scotland on Saturday, and much as I was sad at our loss, it was a very, very nice social occasion. Very nice people here. And let me say thank you to Lucy, because nowadays I never quite know whether I can walk or not. And on Saturday I was finding it difficult to do so. She escorted me to the bus, made sure I got onto the bus, offered to actually come home with me, and don't take that in any wrong way. She was being very, very kind, and made sure that I got home to my apartment, and it didn't fall. So thank you, Lucy. You were very kind, and then you came back, and I hope you spent a very nice time for the rest of the evening. Now, what else do we have? Yes, we have Sunday lunch every Sunday, starting at 12:30, and a very fine lunch it is. The chef was new at the start of the year, took him time to settle in. Always been good, but now it is getting to excellent, and the food is really tremendous. I can't eat a lot, partly because of my disease, partly because of age, and I have a small portion. The small portion is more than enough, believe me. So a very, very good, Sunday lunch. Okay, now if we can, we'll take a look at the newspaper front pages, and let's kick off with the Guardian, which says Rishi Sunak is being urged to explicitly denounce anti-Muslim bigotry after Lee Anderson was suspended from the Tory parliamentary party for saying the Mayor of London was controlled by Islamists. I must say that the Mayor of London is in politics, as is Rishi Sunak. They seem to be becoming very sensitive daisies. At one time, the robust nature of debate amongst politicians was such that you could say anything, and they took it in good part and handed it back. Nowadays, is the moment that somebody says something critical, they go to pieces, and it becomes an issue. For God's sake, this lot that we've got in Westminster is bad enough as it is. They're not very good at what they do. They make dreadful decisions. Only good thing that they are able to offer is debate, and they are good at debate. But debate without substance is useless, and they are useless. And I wish that they would get their act together and start to show some leadership and some backbone, some strength, and some initiative. God help us. The Eyes front page features a claim by a Conservative peer, Baroness Worsley, that the party is being dragged into the gutter. She says Muslims are treated as electoral campaign fodder, and that anti-Muslim racism is tolerated. So the anti-Muslim theme brought on a great deal by Hamas attack on Israel, we may say, and we mustn't forget that. And it's becoming a real issue. The Daily Telegraph reports that some Tory MPs in northern Red Wall constituencies say their inboxes have been flooded with messages of support for Mr. Anderson. There you are. The politicians out of touch with the electorate. I'm not saying that I approve of Anderson or not approve. Not up for me to approve. All I would say is a substantial amount of thinking is in line with his own. Generation Sick Note is the front page headline in the Daily Mail, which says a new report warns that young people are increasingly blaming mental health problems for being jobless. Yeah, we've all got mental health problems. Not the young, but we have to fight through. We can't just give up because we wouldn't have anybody in life at all. The paper says The report by the Resolution Foundation suggests people in their early 20s are now more likely to be out of work because of ill health than those in their early 40s. The Daily Telegraph quotes experts from the Health Foundation think tank who warns that without concerns cross-government effort, we risk creating a lost generation because of ill health. The Daily Mirror has the front page headline, Class War. It says, a report by the teaching union, the NASUWT, has found school suspensions rose by 92% since the 2016-2017 academic year. The paper says some teachers reported having to lock classroom doors to keep out violent pupils. Senior union figure said there was a lack of funding, no classroom support for students, and no mental health support. Everybody's blaming everybody else. What we need is a bit of firmness, a bit of background. The Times leads on a warning from the Home Secretary that AI-generated fake videos, known as deepfakes, could be used by malicious states and criminals to hijack the general election. The paper says James Cleverly was speaking ahead of meetings with tech bosses in the US, where he will tell them to take collective action to protect democracy. The Financial Times includes a report that the biggest technology companies have substantially increased their water usage in recent years to cool data centers, sparking concerns about the environment cost of AI. The paper says researchers from California are warning it is critical the matter is addressed as fresh water becomes increasingly scarce. It is said that water is the new precious metal, and it looks as if it's proving that way. And the Daily Star's front page, states that rain forecast for the UK this week could make this February the wettest since records began. The paper says this month is one of the wettest ever, with the UK already having experienced 2.5 times the average rainfall. Well, it's an extra day's rain on Leap Day this Thursday. It could be our biggest soaking in more than 250 years. Ooh, well, since women on the 29th leap year, the 29th, can ask a man to marry, they can propose, take the initiative away from the men. That they will look at men as dripping wet. Does that make them more attractive? Who knows? Right. Those are the front pages. It is 8:16. Let's have a look. What we got here? Not a great deal. Well, as usual, we've got a little bit of a dearth of material this Tuesday. Oh, right. What we're going to do is we're going to have a tall tale, I think. Uh, uh-huh. Well, well, we've got some interesting stuff, but we've had a little bit of a technical problem, which I think is now sorted out, and things are all over the place. So finding stuff is not the easiest thing in the world. Um, so we are still operating with uh, one arm tied behind our back. Uh, uh, not good signs. Not good signs. We've got to have this stuff all gone through. It's a question of money, isn't it? It's always a question of money. We all need. We all need cash to take us forward, and Mirador is no different. Oh dear. It's only 8:21. Gosh, we haven't been we have not been on the air very long this morning. Let's see if we can find anything. Uh, uh, well, off you go. Don't stick around while I'm farting around. Complete and utter disaster. Now, I'm going to go away for a little while. I don't want to keep you hanging around while I'm farting around. I'll be back in 10 minutes or so. Until then, toodle-pip. There we go.